over here.
All right.
Mic check for Josh and Amon, please.
Check.
Hello,
1,
hello.
2,
Check,
3,
check,
4,
check.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it.
Holding.
Loading.
Actually, I'm gonna already get us in because
Okay.
that load.
I wasn't sure what you wanted to do.
Can you guys go?
Check going.
Check. Yo.
We getting
Check.
into this
Omaha.
thing.
Omaha.
We are uploading this Fallout 76 game.
Omaha.
that intro it will always put a smile on my face.
I don't
Welcome.
know, the people involved in the show.
They did a great job with that. But welcome to Gaming and Culture. I'm one of the hosts, Amon Green, along with my co-host Josh Rose here. So last week was the
fun.
first episode, man.
Last week was fun.
Had fun, played some games, got scared with Kelly.
We got scared with Kelly. Kelly, our
Fortnite.
news director, was our special guest last week. She hung out with us, her first time ever playing Fortnite, and
Playing any game.
well, that's true. Playing any game. That's true.
So she got introduced.
It was good. It was a
Very
good
well.
show. We talked about the Packers' new coach. We talked about what else did we talk about?
Oh man, what else?
Comics.
We taught people how, if they haven't, so for some reason had not, beyond Kelly, have not played Fortnite. Kind of went through the buttons and what you use to harvest and with their weapon and all that, but it was really, we couldn't find no action. Remember, we were out in the middle.
We tried. You were in a dance hall.
We were out in the middle of nowhere.
He was in a dance hall.
Hilarious.
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, so we had that going on, but it was just good to have that going. And now we're up and rolling.
I'm excited about
Episode
today.
2 here. We got some fun stuff coming along. We have a new guest for our Gaming with the Nuke segment, and we have another game.
We do, but before we talk about that game.
Introducing.
Before we talk about that game.
So throwing it to our special guest for Gaming with the Noob today is one of the anchors here, Erin Davison. Believe I would assume have not played on an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything.
No, I have a Wii at home.
Okay, well that counts. So what do you do on that Wii, Erin?
Play Just Dance.
Oh, nice. So you move the hands, you get the groove in.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I like it. All right, so this is the game. If you're a gamer, you kind of know what's going on with what Josh has on right there.
I can't see anything.
So it is Fallout 76 is our game of the week.
I'm excited.
So right now,
Get this thing out of my head.
Josh, either you gonna take control, or I could take control, and you could push me through it, or I'll let you. It's your game, so you got it.
Let me start it out. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna throw my headphones on, and we're gonna show you guys a little bit about what Fallout is.
So we got the introduction. This is the intro of the game. I know because I've done Fallout 4, and I remember seeing this part.
Yeah, so Fallout itself, let me pull my earphones just off a little bit so I can hear you. So Fallout is a game in the Bethesda series. So Bethesda being the studios that brought you Doom, Rage, the Elder Scrolls, so many of those games. It's a studio that produces a lot of just quality games.
Yes.
Now they did the last couple ones.
In-depth games too.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because this game, especially Fallout 76, is a massive open world.
Open world,
you got,
RPG.
Right.
Open world.
Open world. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want to do. So we have the whole things. So like I said, Bethesda Studio is responsible for Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Wolfenstein, Rage, and Starfield is this big game that a lot of people are talking about that's hopefully coming out, I think, the next year or two. Some people are saying Fallout 76 was rush released, rumor, to fund Starfield.
Right.
It's a rumor.
And but it makes sense then, because they had some hiccups in the beginning.
A little bit.
The bag you told me about, where they didn't ship out a bag to everyone, or it wasn't the quality of what it should have been. And you have one here.
We're gonna bring that up.
So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Fallout. So personally, I fell in love with Fallout a few years ago. That's really what got me back into gaming in general. I broke my leg, was stuck at home for a bit, and I picked up Fallout, and that was it. And the rest is history. So Fallout itself, I love history, so that's why I really latched onto this one. The reality of Fallout, the universe we live in real life, it splits after World War II. And basically, it's a society that revolves around, nuclear energy, petroleum, all that kind of stuff. And over the course of time, they stayed with the 1950s style of
living.
Art Deco, of living. That's right.
I wonder why the
Americana.
The decor looked the way it looked.
That's why, So
like
technology changed, but they really stayed with that whole vibe. Now, what happened was, over time, they lost a lot of. They lost resources.
Oh, resources.
They lost resources.
Course.
So what happens is war breaks out.
Food,
China invades Alaska. It leads to this big war that lasted 2 hours, and the bombs dropped. The nuclear bombs dropped October 23rd, 2077.
That sounds like a movie line. Plot.
See, I think that's what fits so well with this game, because it's not the game that people talked about. It's really it's a game that is movie-like. There is a backstory. I don't like to play just to play. I want to know there's something behind it. depth to it. And that's what this is. Now with Fallout 76, people are saying it doesn't have so much about that. So much of that backstory. But
is it just because maybe they're new to this, to the genre? I mean, to the game, or to the franchise? I mean,
maybe. But Fallout 76 is more of a multiplayer game, and it's always thrived on NPCs. You know,
NPCs. What's that?
The characters that basically you have in the game that will guide you through quests.
Okay,
you know, you can talk to, interact with, and 76 doesn't have any of that. It all relies on multiplayer. So people get a little bit upset about that. Now, within that Fallout realm, I'll kind of explain to you how 76 fits in there. So the whole game started in 1997. This is a computer game, the first game, Fallout.
I remember.
And the whole idea with that game was just to replace a water chip. It was a simple game, and it really has a cult following. The second one, Fallout 2, is find the Gek. The Gek is this environmental type of deal to rebuild the environment.
The world.
After it was destroyed by nuclear holocaust.
Of course.
And again,
everywhere.
that was
It's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't happen. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
But if it does, we're playing Fallout, so we're prepared.
We're ready.
We know what happens.
I mean, if you know a geek, you're going to survive.
We can do it. Fallout 3 is Bethesda took over with Fallout 3. The goal of that one is to find your dad. Fallout New Vegas has a huge cult following, so people say it's the best one out there.
I heard about that.
And that was a different studio altogether. Fallout 4 was only 2 years ago, and that was a massive game.
Right.
Massive game. Oh, and you just started.
So they've been working.
They've been working
They've been
hard.
grinding that Bethesda.
And then all of a sudden, a couple years later, Bethesda.
Yes.
Bethesda.
So we got recolonized in Fallout 76 here.
So that's what this one's about. This is really a prequel to all the Fallouts, as it's told. So this takes place in West Virginia, and it basically goes into, you know, what it was like to emerge from these vaults, because there was 122 vaults spread across what's called the Wasteland.
Okay.
And all these people would emerge from them. So that's what we're doing. We're emerging.
All
so
right, here we
let me
go.
show you a little bit about what we have.
So you're walking around. You already had, I remember before we went on, we had somebody come up to you and wanted to do an exchange or something.
Yep. Yeah, so there was a real person in this game, and this is the first Fallout player to do that, first Fallout game to be multiplayer. We could trade resources if we wanted to. And what I'll do for this one is I'll just do a little bit of a run through for a few minutes, take you through it, and then we'll kind of come back and show you how it all works in a second. So I'm in, I'll show you where I am in the map.
All right.
When it loads, I push the button and it's freezing. Because this is what it's known for.
So that's kind of like, that reminds me of Grand Theft Auto.
A bit.
That map.
It's an open world game. This is my jam. This is how I like to play, because it's completely wide open. There's a lot going on. Actually, if we come over here, it looks like a bomb's about to drop.
Oh, that's
you know
what
what?
that
Let's
is.
go over there. Let's go see what that looks like.
But there's another thing here you told me before we went on, that it costs now to fast travel.
It costs me 52 caps. That's the in-game currency. It's going to cost me 52 caps to travel. That's the first time ever.
So caps, what's the value? I mean, obviously.
Like one cap is $1, basically. You see in the bottom right is the caps. I have 300. We'll head there and we'll see if we can see something cool. See if we can see a bomb drop. Yeah, and players do that. It's a nuke.
Players.
Yeah, players will nuke this area, and hopefully we can get there in time to see it.
They don't realize that's already happened? They want to keep nuking areas?
I know.
To keep the radiation level high already?
And that's really the purpose of this game, is to recolonize. So in that recolonizing, we're going to go around, we're going to run into different ghouls, people affected by radiation, and you're going to follow all these quest lines. Now, the cool thing about Fallout that I've always loved is you can kind of zone out. That's my style. I just want to walk around if I want to walk around, fight if I want to fight, follow a quest if I want to quest. Fallout is that game that lets you do that. We're heading in right now, but you can see those, the loading screen takes a bit, and that is one of the things that people are concerned about with this game, is how long it takes to get into some of these games.
A gripe to have. Here we go. All right, where are we at?
I open my map. Let me see where I'm facing. So I'm facing north. I got to turn.
All right.
It looks like it's going to be somewhere this direction. So let's get there so we can try to see the bomb go off. I don't want to be in there when it goes off.
No, of course not. You're going to get vaporized.
I don't know how.
Is that a statue somebody already burned up?
No, yeah, these are guys that are gone. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to pop them. And then I'll get hit with radiation.
Uh-oh.
So you're going to hear that. On the bottom left, you see red.
Yeah.
That's not radiation.
Your radiation level's going up. That's not a good thing.
So we're going to... yeah, Justin Mars. Yo, what's up, buddy? So there was a patch that came out actually yesterday that did fix quite a few... Oh, the bomb just went off. We just missed it. So it must have went off a second ago. So this is what it looks like when the bomb goes off. Let's go that way.
Mushroom call out right there.
What you have is actually through Bethesda.net, fallout.bethesda.net, and we may very well run into somebody as we're going through here. I'm gonna try to get inside that loop area. You see at the very bottom there, you see the radiation. They released, because of all the glitches that came out, they had to release this weekly patches and fixes on what's going on in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, and I died from radiation poisoning, just like that.
You don't have your suit on? I thought it was
Just
a
like
suit.
that. Yeah, I don't have a
Oh,
radiation
man.
suit. I have power armor. But that's a little bit different.
Okay.
So we're gonna respawn. We're gonna do it. We're gonna head. Let me see if I can.
Wasn't a
head
good idea going to
the
blast
edge.
zone.
It's
Blast
not a
zone, take you
terrible
out.
idea, though.
Take
We're
you
gonna go
out.
in. I'm going in. I can't. It's just in the edge. All right. So let's head in. So as we do that, we missed. I mean, it'd be cool to go in there, but we'll do it later. I'm gonna head into a quest. As we do that, let me go into some of the key things that we need to know when we go into this game.
Got
so
it.
the big thing is to scrap. I'm
So
gonna
that
head
means
over to
break.
my
That's
camp.
what's that mean exactly? Scrap.
So
scrap.
you're gonna collect weapons. You're gonna collect cans. You're gonna collect bottles. You're gonna
Correct.
plungers.
Got it.
And all of these things are basically, gosh, I don't even resources
Yeah.
that'll allow you
You can
to build and create
repurpose. You can
different things.
repurpose.
Exactly. You can make weapons based on that. You
Got
can
it.
repair weapons. You can do all those things to really help guide the game. This is a
good,
picture.
good.
I'd say you can do this photo mode on it. So we're gonna head into my camp here. This is actually one of the glitches. I lost my camp this morning. I was devastated.
So you have nowhere to sleep.
They
right
did an
now.
update this morning, and I had a whole camp built, and it's gone now. No, VATS is in here. So VAT is in here. I don't have
So what
anybody
is
on
VATS?
VATS is basically an aiming system. So if you have a guy that, if there's is an enemy near you, you would hit left bumper here, and it would auto aim towards you. The VATS they have
okay.
here, they have it in Fallout 4, but it's more manual. You know, you're gonna aim, you can do whatever. Here, it's just
more
basically you VAT and it'll shoot for you, which
Automatic
is people
aiming.
are pretty upset
It's
about
called
that.
automatic aiming right there.
So we're gonna
Makes it
scrap.
easy.
I'm gonna head into here. You can see our armor bench. Now, if I wanted to scrap items, I would head to here and do that. I can, you know what? I'll scrap this right here.
There you go. You
Scrap
don't
the
need
board. We can say, if I scrap this board, I'll get wood, I'll get leather, I accept.
There you
Now
go.
that's gone. I'll scrap it again. And it opens up space in your inventory, and you have a lot more room to do something.
Cool.
But I want to take you guys to some fun things here, because we only got a few minutes. Another really big thing is to eat, to drink. It's a survival game.
This
So
is-
you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to do all those things like in a real
This is in
game.
depth.
This
This kind of reminds me
of.
of Sims. I played Sims years ago.
That's really-
where you
yeah, it's a
basically
good
you wake
comparison.
up, you have to wash the dishes, get yourself ready for work, take the dog out, walk the dog, throw your garbage away. If you didn't throw that away soon enough, you had flies around the garbage can.
Well, it is like that
So
to a
it is
degree.
like that.
If you shoot it or you take something out, you come back to that thing that you killed. There'll be flies surrounding it.
Right.
You know,
Hey,
it's very realistic.
that's called being detailed in the building, the developing of this game.
While we're on the load screen, I want to talk a little bit about, as far as perks go, I'll open that up in a second here. Basically, perks, as you level up, you'll get new cards that can help your character. And the big perks you want to get first is you want to get food perks, you want to get drink perks, because those will help you in the wasteland where you don't have to drink as much. You don't
Hey,
have to eat as
it's
much.
energy. It's energy.
Right. That's exactly
Staying
right.
alive.
That's
getting
exactly
beat,
right.
So the ghouls, if the ghouls come find you, you can have energy to beat them up, and then, as I saw off camera, you can eat the ghouls as well.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So we're heading into this event. Why don't we bring in Aaron during this event? We'll give her a
right.
chance to play. So we're gonna head into an
We're gonna
actual
start.
event.
That means we came in with the
And there's some characters right here. This is a good way to get her going. Is to start on this piece here in front of us. All right,
musical chairs there.
Aaron, welcome.
Bring it
Yo,
in,
thanks
Aaron.
for asking me to come here. You know that whole explanation, I had no idea what you were talking
Oh, it's
about.
so we were talking about that at the beginning of the show. We're like, how do we
fun
get
begins.
all
All right,
of this
oh
in
boy.
so quickly? I'm gonna put that on.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you this. Before we do that, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is Aaron Davis, one of the news anchors here in WFRB.
Yes, hi, Iman.
How you doing?
I know you.
Yeah, we've been knowing each other for a long time,
Yeah.
so now we getting welcome to,
Oh,
I said me
gosh.
and Josh's world of our leisure time.
And I see Josh all the time.
Yes,
That's right. We have
Yeah.
desks and offices near each other.
there
Yeah.
you go. But now, this is one of our hobbies that we do. Now
Right.
we're introducing to this. This is Josh's game.
Yes.
So I'll hand it off to him so he can help you through it.
All
We're gonna do
right.
that. I want
Okay.
to talk a little bit about your background.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to learn a little bit more
Yeah.
about you first.
Well, I've worked at Channel 5 for 30 years. So I've been here a long time, as you can see. I have grandkids. I think we have a picture of them, maybe.
Oh.
Do we have that?
Ava
that's amazing.
and
Ooh,
Blake.
I love it.
And Blake, he's just 5 years old. He
He's ready to
knows
go.
how to play video games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
Minecraft,
He's
Fortnite.
pro in training.
Yes, I need to learn from him how
Have
to
you ever
play.
sat down with him and played?
No, but I watched him watch YouTube videos of
Okay.
Fortnite being played.
That's
I
what
love
we're doing.
He
the
loves that.
incredible, your granddaughter there in the incredible costume. That's
Yes,
awesome.
they're adorable.
Little superheroes. That's great.
And then my husband, Mike, that's...
Oh, look at him.
Yes, we love to travel, and so that's us in Portofino
Ooh.
in Italy. Yes.
Oh my gosh,
and what
I'm
he's doing there, see, I'm wearing a shirt.
I see
with
the shirt,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I saw that
So
right
he's,
away.
He's kind of emulating that
mimicking
shirt
that.
right there.
Nice.
And then on weekends, we go into the woods, and this is my favorite tree.
It's a pretty regular.
In the
then.
woods in Wasaki. Yes.
No, I mean, when you're out there, what kind of games do you play?
We play cribbage nonstop.
Yeah?
We play
So no
cribbage.
Wi-Fi there.
No Wi-Fi.
No worry about no
cell phone,
download
no
count
TV,
content. Just
nothing
playing
like
with them little sticks into the little
Right.
holes there. Got
Cards.
it.
We bet on cribbage.
All right.
Wow.
That's it. And I've never even held one of these before.
Well, this is exciting. That's
Yeah.
great. So we're going to do
And
it.
What is this an Xbox?
This
This is the Xbox
Okay.
controller.
With
so
keyboard.
we'll
Oh,
keep it
boy.
easy on you.
All
Aman,
right.
why don't we take her through just the joysticks and then the trigger, and then we'll be good to
Okay.
go for the most part.
All right, so yeah, the joystick, usually left stick here has you
Okay.
look around, or actually moves your body like you're doing.
Oh, okay.
And then the right stick moves your head, so left and right, up and down, so you can
Oh,
look at
I'm
the sky.
looking- okay.
So that's your head,
Oh, I'm
the
looking
right
at my
stick,
feet. All right.
and then the left analog stick is your body moving.
All right.
And then the triggers are usually to swing or shoot.
Oh,
So
okay.
the left trigger, the right trigger down here.
Whoop.
So you,
All right.
this
There
one
you go.
here, there
Oh.
you go.
And that's how that's your jab.
And
Oh, I'm
then the-
jabbing.
and
So we
the right
gave you,
trigger
I gave you a
is like
spear
punch,
for this
so-
one.
Oh, all right.
So there you
It's a
go.
little bit less. So we'll turn
Okay.
around,
Oh,
and there
all
are
right.
some things in front of you if we swing. You'll get that, yeah. So we'll do this. We'll use this one. This is
Oh.
your head.
Oh, my head is swiveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll look down.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, let's go. Let's go that way. See, there's a guy up there.
Okay.
So let's
I
walk towards
walking?
him. That's perfect.
Right.
Let's
So you can
adjust
look
your
up.
head a little bit here.
There you go,
Oh,
so you can see.
Perfect. See that guy in there?
Oh, yeah.
that's
Am
not
I
a
gonna-
guy.
Both thumbs at the
Oh,
same
wait.
time.
That's a goal. I think that's a goal. Yeah.
You can do
Wait.
it. We're gonna put the. There you go.
That's-
There you go. We're gonna spin to the right.
Oh, my
with your head.
That's a goal.
Your thumb.
That's a goal.
Do
There you
I
go. He's
kill
coming
him?
for you. He's
Oh,
coming
no.
for you.
That's a goal. You
What
gotta
am
get
I-
him.
So turn. You're gonna get him with this guy.
Wait.
He's
And
hiding.
the
He's
fun
smart.
begins.
Oh, no.
We're gonna come out. Go to the right a little bit.
All right.
Just remember, body, head, body, head. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Right.
Body, head. And he's hiding there because he knows you're there. Now let's go toward him.
All right.
Oh, that is a guy.
And now trigger.
Oh, he's shooting.
Boom. Yeah,
He's shooting.
yeah. Turn. Oh, you're walking into a minefield. It's okay.
Oh, man.
Did I die?
No,
you're still alive.
Oh, wait. What am I
We have a
looking-
lot of radiation on us, though.
Oh, my God.
So we're gonna turn
There
right.
appears to be some blood somewhere.
You're gonna get it. Oh, it's okay. We're gonna give up.
We can
Hit B.
respawn.
Hit B. So we're gonna give up because they have this feature that if people call, if you're playing with your friends,
Yes.
they can actually heal you.
Oh.
So that
wow.
option there is to I play solo. I don't. That's just I like this
Where's
game
the
to play
option where I
alone.
just walk around in this beautiful woods out here?
We can do that. We can do that. I want to see if we can get you
Was
some.
it-
some
But was
motion.
that a goal with a gun?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well, that's a scorched. It's not even.
Oh,
so
it's
these are
somebody
people
got
that are-
burned.
Yeah.
by
That's
the
right.
No,
nuke.
I can just.
Boom. Oh.
Did you just get shot again?
She jumped off the building.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can't. It's real. Some of it's
I hit my
it's
eye.
open world, real world.
Okay.
I say
So I can't jump.
dynamic. So if you jump off a high cliff or a building,
I
you're
will
gonna break
die.
both your legs.
Okay, I don't want that to happen.
That is hilarious.
All right.
You got this. This is fun.
Yeah.
What? Where am
This
I
is
right
fun.
now? Am I
So
going
is this
to
a
new
loading
place?
screen right here?
You're going to
okay.
keep respawning in the same kind of area that you just died in because
Okay.
you saw it recently. And the load time does take a second. So let's go into this carefully and let's
And reviewing, this is my head.
Yes.
Again.
Yep,
So
that's your
right
head.
I'm looking
analog
up.
stick is your head.
We're gonna look.
Left analog stick is your body. There you go.
Oh, you're on this side of it. That's okay. Hit B for a second.
Is that a cat? what
That's
is
the
that?
thing. We don't want. That's a sloth. We don't want
you
to mess
don't
with him
want-
yet. Let's hit B.
You don't want to mess
Good.
with that sloth.
Good. That's right. That's right. So this is your Pip-Boy. This controls all of your things. So we'll just click B for a second.
Okay.
Oh, let's see how much. Oh, we're holding it. So the light's on. That's good.
There you
Perfect.
go.
So now you're in items. So we want to take this guy. We're going to scroll to aid.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
And we're going to go down.
All right.
Oh, we're going to take this one down. And look on the very bottom of the screen, that red. That means that's a lot of radiation. So we're going to get rid of that
So
radiation.
you want to protect
quick.
yourself from that.
We're going to get rid of that. And this guy's going to start getting mad at us soon.
Oh my gosh.
We got to eat.
Hey, that
Let's
sloth
get
is
out of
getting
here.
close.
Go get him.
Get the
Oh,
sloth.
let's hit B.
Oh, you
Let's
can
go.
shoot. You
Trigger,
can fire.
trigger.
That's a
Trigger.
messed up sloth.
Get him. Trigger.
I get him?
Trigger.
Right trigger. Right
Yeah.
trigger. Right
Yeah.
trigger.
But see, this game has a lot of action. It has a lot of.
Yeah, I
there's
didn't
so
realize
much
it because
going
I
on.
haven't. On 70, on Fallout 4, I didn't get a lot of action like this.
There's a lot of action.
But once you really, I say, get into the campaign.
Last week's noob did a lot better. I'll just have to say that. She did.
No,
you're doing okay.
It's a
Gee,
different type of
I've
game.
been killed twice already.
Oh, that's
Are we
okay.
2
It's a
minutes
different
in?
type of game.
She got attacked. She got attacked by a
let's calm
zombie right at
down.
the end of the
All right.
segment. So you're
Let's see
doing
if
good.
we can get. You want to walk around, right? You want to see the
Sure.
beauty of the wasteland.
I
She's
don't
a
want
wolf. She's
I
an
want to stop getting
outdoorsy lady.
attacked.
She goes, I don't-
Let's check it out.
Let's see if we can walk to somewhere
Where's
nice.
the runaway feature? That's what I
That's-
want to
it's
do.
a look at
The
oops, somebody
sprint
sees you and somebody's coming. There he is. He notices you.
Josh.
So we're gonna go. Let's go straight. Let's go straight. There you go. And remember,
Right.
both thumbs. At all times, you want those both thumbs
Yeah.
going.
So this is
Looking and
where-
moving, looking and moving. There you go. Perfect. See, you're gonna go home and you're gonna tell
know
your,
how to
your
do it. Your
grandson.
Well,
grandson.
I'm going to have to get one of these.
That's
Yeah.
right. Your grandson's gonna be excited.
This is why they say that video games can help grow, I say, the brain, keep it strong.
I
You
do
get-
play video games on my phone.
That counts.
She is a super gamer.
There you
What do you
go.
play? What's
I
your
play
game?
Words with Friends
Okay, that counts.
and Song Pop, where you
Those
guess
are great.
songs. Yeah.
Oh,
What did I
someone's
do?
attacking you. Someone's attacking you. You got a turn.
What?
Okay, trigger. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. You can get him. Boom! You did it.
I killed
You
him?
killed him. Yes.
Right.
Done.
Yes.
High five. High five.
Well
Yes.
done. Well done. See, you got
All right.
this. Let's hover over him.
I may have nightmares.
Let's hover
tonight,
over him.
just
We're
like-
gonna-
You gotta
You're have
revel in
nightmares
what
in
you
a
just
second.
done.
You're gonna have
just
nightmares in a
won.
second. I'm gonna show you something.
killed a ghoul. Is it a ghoul or scorched
This is
person?
scorched.
It's a scorched
Go ahead.
person.
Now what-
Hit him. This is gonna get a bit gruesome. Oh, you don't have to keep killing.
Hey,
Oh, am I
double
done
tap.
with that?
You gotta
Hit
make
him.
sure. You gotta double
What- now
tap
what-
every
Hit
time.
Y for me. Hit Y.
Oh, why?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry for what you're about to see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A little bit graphic there. Yeah.
Help me.
So what this is, so what that was is it's a perk. So when you're out in the field,
That's a
you have
perk?
to-
Perk to be
You
able to
have
eat
to
zombies.
eat. You
Oh.
need to eat.
Okay.
And that's a perk that does that. So not everybody can do it unless you have that perk.
Is-
I thought you'd get a kick out
What
of it.
about some of the leaves and things? Can I eat those instead?
All right. Let's take you somewhere. We're gonna hit this
Okay.
There
on
you
the start button there, and we're gonna go find an area we can hang out in. So here's our map.
Okay. See, there's a little fox over there.
I'm gonna take you to. Was there a fox?
Yeah. It looked like on the map.
It might be one of them two-headed
Right
foxes.
there.
Oh,
You
there
don't want to
is,
go
but I
over
haven't
there.
discovered that
You
area.
saw a
Oh.
two-headed goat earlier.
That's
Oh.
true.
Because of all the radiation falling
Let's have
off.
you fight. Let's have you
It's
fight
like the
some
day
robots.
after.
Yeah,
The lance.
Here it is.
a few years after.
We're gonna go right here. We're gonna hang out with some robots.
Mutated.
Okay.
37 caps. I'm wasting all my money on fast traveling today.
And that's no fair, man.
It's a problem. It is really frustrating.
Bethesda
So
is making y'all work
that's
and
one of the
breaking
big
y'all at the same
frustrations
time.
of the game is that, man.
Man,
People just
GTA, Mad Max, you don't have to fast. You have to pay to fast travel. You just hit that button and you just kind of sit and chill.
So, and what is it real money or do you earn it during the game?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep, you earn
Oh.
it during the game. I'm sure there's a way. I don't play in microtransactions. We're about to head in, so we're gonna send you to
All right.
some robots. We're gonna have you attack some
Uh-oh.
robots. This will be fun. So you're gonna go straight up this road right in front of you. This is Sugar Grove. I go
So
here. to
remember,
get
left
some
stick,
lunch.
move the body. There you go.
Perfect.
But now you're moving, you're walking.
Good job.
And
Go
then
right up that hill.
Go
there.
right up the hill, the sidewalk, the beat up street that used to be a street. It's all discombobulated.
I
right?
can't keep my head
go up.
moving.
There you go.
You got it. You got it.
Good.
And see, you're gonna come through these cars here, and on the right, I think, or somewhere in here, there'll be a robot walking around. There he is. See him?
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go towards him. I don't know what level he is. If we got in a good room, so hit trigger. Oh, look down.
Fight him.
He's 14. We can get him.
He's to the left.
Oh.
Left. Trigger. Boom.
Get him.
Yeah, one more time. Boom. Nice.
Like, all right.
Winning.
There's another one. There's another one right there.
Oh, wait.
Another one.
All right.
Oh, he's shooting. He's shooting lasers at you. Look
You can do
up.
it.
Turn right to your right.
Here,
To the right.
hit this car. Hit this car. You'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Hit the car. One more time. Maybe one more time. Oh, there you go. Now run away.
Okay. Oh man, got blown up.
Did we get him?
It was too close to the vehicle
We're blowing up the entire parking lot now, which sometimes helps get rid of.
Uh-oh.
to run from the people attacking you.
All
I,
right.
you make
I
it?
can't get my head back
Look
up
up.
here.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. It goes up too high.
Let's see if we can enter. It looks like the robots are gone. So we're gonna turn your head to the right,
Right?
and we're gonna go up these stairs into this building.
I said you playing better than me. I haven't been this far. You got me.
Yeah, this is Sugar Grove. I go here to get, so pro tip, Sugar Grove is a good place to get gear, gears,
Now,
screws,
I-
things like that. They're
Okay.
here.
Something else.
Yep, definitely. They're inside the building there. So
Oh.
go straight. Let's look down.
Man,
No,
they
yeah, see, there's like 3 of them.
They shooting.
Go get them.
Gracious.
Go get them.
You have a weapon? You have a gun? In that backpack? In that virtual backpack that carries
I
everything?
do, but this is more powerful. We have to go through the door.
Okay.
There appears to be a lot of blood coming out
Oh, man. Get to him. Get to
in my
him.
direction.
Get that.
But these are robots, so it's less
Put that hammer to him.
your
Put that hammer to him, Aaron. There it is.
Boom.
Hit it again.
Boom.
Hit it
That's your
again.
hat. That's your hat. That's your hat. Boom. Good job.
Oh, darn it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Good job, though.
All
What'd you
right,
think?
thank you.
What'd you think?
What do you think?
It was interesting.
A new experience, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I appreciate being on and having one of these in my hands, actually, but I think I would look for like a game where I could swim somewhere. Or...
There are games that do it. You can swim in this
You can
one.
actually swim in this one. I didn't know you wanted to swim. We could have prepared that.
Well, I mean, but not
GTA, you
swim
can
and
swim
kill
forever.
something.
Yeah. Well.
All right, Aaron.
Swim. All right,
Thank you.
Thank you
Joining
so
us
much. That was
on-
so much
Thank you.
fun. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us.
Yeah, boy. All right.
So we have a packet. We have a showcase of the week coming up.
Showcase of the week of
Last
Tecmo
weekend.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Here in Green Bay, there was a Tecmo Bowl tournament over at the Watering Hole, and here is the package.
Today is all legit original cartridge video games with original systems, original controllers, all that good stuff.
We played the old Tecmo Super Bowl that released in 1991 on the original Nintendo. So, you know, the game is easily over 25 years old. He never makes that pass.
It's a very low percentage throw.
And we've got 9 states represented here for a tournament of both Division I, which is more of your kind of hardcore players, and then Division II, who are people who love the game, are really interested, but don't really have tournament experience.
I've been coming to Tecmo for, I don't know, probably about 10 years, at various tournaments. This is my first time here at Tundra Bowl.
When the game came out, it was way ahead of its time, and I think people just kind of stuck with people who played Nintendo in that generation.
I used to hear it all the time. People would come up to me and say, yeah, I played you in Tecmo Bowl, but today's the tournament, so they're real serious. So I'm just walking around and trying to analyze, but I want to get a film of the 49ers and me returning kickoff.
This is what you want right here.
Oh, it's so funny.
So this is actually one of many tournaments across the country. We've actually become the second largest within the United States, which is pretty cool. Really, it's just uniting gamers that grew up with this game or picked it up later, really living out that nostalgia, and then also being able to teach that next generation how to play the game.
I mean, really, these tournaments are all about just hanging out with friends that also appreciate the game, and you know, I've made quite a few friends through doing these.
I need it, trust me.
Unbelievable.
It's just a great camaraderie from a whole bunch of guys who just are playing a game that's 25 years old.
This game still pulls a lot of people, and I think that it's something that really resonates with a lot of the gaming community.
Man, Tecmo Bowl. That was my go-to game probably for, I say, about 5 years of my childhood before Madden came out.
Okay.
And then once Madden hit, that kind of took over. But Tecmo Bowl, you know, you had the team to beat, the team to be and to beat on that game when it first initially came out was the the 85 Bears. They had Walter Payton, Richard Dent, Mike Singletary were the guys. And so if you had Walter Payton or Bo Jackson actually too from the Raiders, you were unstoppable running the ball. I was just at a tournament over at Edge VR off of Packerland about 2 months ago now, and it was a tournament there. So it is serious. It's still prominent, not just in Wisconsin, but around the United States from Tecmo Bowl, and I don't know if you remember a game called Double Dribble. It was a basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
a long time. I mean, that's on the edge of my
right, because
how old I was.
30.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to, so I know what games were your era.
Early 30.
Right, so yeah, that was a popular game, fun to play. Brings back a lot of memories. And then it's another one coming out. I mean, not another one coming out, but another tournament about to happen.
We're going to talk a little bit about that at the end of the show, about maybe what we're doing next week. So we'll come back a little bit to Tecmo at the end of the show. So stick around. That's a tease. So what's going on? So this weekend, Amon, I mean, there's all this talk about this game.
We got this big game going on.
Pretty big games coming up. I don't know, some bowls.
We got Super Bowl. We had the Pro Bowl this last weekend, which was kind of, you know, it was rainy. We had guys playing out of position, which is actually a thing on Madden. You had Ezekiel Elliott playing defensive lineman or linebacker. Jalen Ramsey, the corner from Jacksonville, I think he went to wide receiver, even though he plays corner. we had that. But yeah, coming up this weekend is Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53 down in the ATL. There's a lot of festivities going on down there right now. I think they had a Madden challenge where I saw Grunk and Todd Gurley played against each other. So it was a friendly game. So they call it the game before the game.
Okay.
So they kind of get together, the players from each team get together, play Madden, and hang out
Who
before. It was actually Todd Gurley won.
Was it?
21-6.
So there it is. The Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. We know it
He beat
now.
Rob Gronkowski in the game.
We don't even have to watch.
That's my pick. I'm picking because they're the underdogs. I like going for the underdogs, but if Tom Brady does Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's
he doesn't
coach,
age.
they will have Tom will have his 6th Super Bowl.
He's Thanos. We keep joking about that. He's Thanos. We have on our webpage right now, wearegreenbay.com/the big game. Everything Super Bowl is there for people to catch up on. There's so much. We have people from our station who's actually in Atlanta covering it, who are in Atlanta.
Yeah, Leslie.
Lily.
Lily Zhao is down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool, you know, how many people are down there. But Lily's telling us it's a little bit cold down there.
It is. Real quick,
I'm
just going to pay. I got to spend 11 caps to get into
You can use
this
my
location.
caps at this point. It's okay.
But yeah, I went to Super Bowl Atlanta Titans versus Rams years ago.
2002.
It was an ice storm down there. 2001. It was the 2000 season, 2001, I believe, or 99. Actually, 99 season. 2000, going in right before a couple months before I got traded
wasn't the one where they right at the end
it was
there.
that one. With the receiver Kevin Dyson reached for the end zone from the Titans and didn't quite get it in there. But yeah, that time they had a rainstorm, they had ice, and people in Atlanta do not know how to drive in ice storm. So hopefully that doesn't happen down there. For any football fans down there that are Packer fans that are in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. Hopefully it doesn't ice rain, but be careful when you drive.
I mean, it's an indoor game. You played in the tundra outside.
Yes.
How was that? I mean, playing in the cold, playing in that freezing cold, you know, of Green Bay, what was that like
It's a mental thing. It started with me in college. It was with Coach Tom Osborne, where he basically said that any player holding the ball does not wear sleeves. And so that right there was like, all right, I got schooled on it, and
so you were
I had
told
to start
don't wear sleeves.
Exactly.
So when we
he
watch
wanted us to hold the
like,
ball and not it slip or whatever. We could feel it with, onto our flesh. So, yeah, that was the reason. And so when I got traded here, it was more of a blessing in disguise.
You were brave.
I was a Briar Rabbit in the Briar Patch.
Okay.
Nothing bothered me, and it was a mental game because guys would come to, we play against the Buccaneers or the Dolphins here, and be like, dude, you don't have no sleeves on? I'd be like, I know. I just say
I was taught.
Yeah.
I mean, did you get tired playing in the cold? People say you get tired faster playing in the cold.
No, for me, it was the opposite. So that was kind of like my superpower. I could regenerate quicker and not get tired, actually have a ton of energy. So Tony and Najee knew, like, oh, man, AG's not coming out this game. It's 35. If it was 35 below, I never came off the field. I wasn't tired. Burning the energy that I usually burn when it was like 80 and above.
We have some people actually talking about the game right now in our comments section. I figured out how to do the live comments. That's why I'm on here. You have Dominic. I know Dominic. Yeah. Dominic's talking about, everybody's jealous of the Pats, but we've had enough. Let's go Rams. And there's some of that.
I get that. I mean, but the good team is good. The team is good. You can't be mad at them. So
Brooke says hi. Hi, Brooke.
Hello,
How you
Brooke.
doing? Alex says hi in the beginning. What's up, Alex? Hope you're still with us. You commented pretty early. My dad is watching.
Yeah, we had that. You went on Facebook Live on your account.
Dad? How you doing, Dad? He's watching. He's saying he's playing Atari right now. We bought, literally, we're gonna talk about this later. We might do this in one of the episodes in the future. My dad bought, but I went and picked up an Atari for him. They have it with HDMI cable, 101 games, 111 games.
Oh, yeah, they have that with the Nintendo and now with the Sega Genesis.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
What are you watching these days, man?
All right, so from a movie standpoint, I know what's out. I know I'm playing the game here too, but.
Well, you made fun of me for multitasking last week, so I'm putting you to task.
I am.
Can you multitask?
I just don't know. I don't know what my campaign's doing. I'm pressing A. I'm not jumping. But tonight,
I changed it to Y. I'm sorry. That's
it's Y.
I changed it.
So coming out this Friday is a movie called Miss Bella with the great actress Gina Rodriguez, the actress from Jane the Virgin.
Okay.
And she is playing a role that is being pushed to the limit to basically figure out, okay, do I live or die? Do I survive, or do I basically get tough and help my friend here get out of trouble? We got the great actor Anthony Mackie in this movie, and a new actor Ismael Cordova, that I haven't seen before, but great great action scenes here, but a person that, in terms of Gina Rodriguez, great actress, hot actress now in terms of being in big movies these days, but puts her in a different setting.
This is a movie I don't know much about. You're talking about it before the show.
So she basically becomes a drug runner in this movie, and her friends are abducted, and she has to do this job to get her friends to safety. So I'll say check it out. It comes out this Friday, February 1st. Theaters near you in your town. You want to see a good action movie, check this out. Great acting. I mean, Anthony Mackie, Gina Rodriguez. And movie is directed by Catherine Hardwicke. So check it out.
What else is on tap? What else is coming out?
Oh man, what else is coming out?
Lego movie. Oh, we can't forget about that.
Man, yeah. See,
I just heard it in my ear.
You just had a baby girl, so this is gonna be something that be right up your neighborhood. And Lego, you know,
I did, but she's only 2.5 months. She's almost 3 months old.
A couple more years you'll be there. But this takes off from where they basically had to fight the so-called Lego master, and now it takes off from there. Now we got a new villain coming from the Lego Duplo world universe to try to take over the now Lego planet in this game. So Chris Pratt plays my man right there, and then I believe Rosario Dawson is one of the voices.
Rosario Dawson, oh yeah.
So it's, you know, great, funny family movie. This is something you definitely enjoy with your family.
Well,
have a good time, especially like myself. I'm into Legos anyway.
I think, yeah, we have to talk about that one day, the Batmobile that you made. That's pretty cool. That's a tease. We'll talk about that next time. But it's pretty cool about this movie is it's not just for young kids. Like with the first Lego movie, that was massive, and it was people our age and older who were just about into it.
Was
so
fun.
What's top in the box office?
Oh man, top in the box. I believe The Upside is still there at #1. That's with Kevin Hart and I don't want to mess up his name, Marston from Breaking Bad.
Jason Marsden. Oh,
Cranston. I always mess his name. I want to say Marston.
How do you mess up Bryan Cranston? He's the legend.
So that's still #1 at the box office there. And we have Aquaman is still up in the top 5. And
Glass. Is Glass
and Glass, of course.
Did he get moved? Oh, it got moved around.
They're still in the top 5 because of great acting, great writing. M. Night Shyamalan, we talked about that last week, still hitting the box office, earning money around the world because of a great plot line. James McAvoy, as we know, playing 20-some-odd different characters. Comic book movie, you're going to hit it, along with Aquaman, that's still in the top 5 as well. So
you've been talking about Candyman. As we finish talking about movies a little bit, you know, getting everybody out there ready for.
So my man Lakeith Stanfield, hot actor right now, been in the TV show Atlanta. Was in the movie of the year in 2017, Get Out. So he is partner up with Jordan Peele, who wrote Get Out, but also in a new reboot of Candyman. But as I started to do my homework, I found out he's not going to be Candyman. He's going to be one of the, I guess, protagonist characters in the movie, but an actor who has been out on the scene. He has actually 2 other movies come out. That's the Jeff Brothers and a movie called Uncut Gems. 2 movies coming out here in 2019 for the young actor who has been very busy. And a guy that also did a movie called Sorry to Bother You, which is a comedy of him. So very busy, but can't wait. This is a classic 90s film, rebooted. So it's going to be interesting for me is to find out, because in that 1995, I believe, when that movie originally first came out, it was in a neighborhood in Chicago called Cabrini Green. That neighborhood is gone. So it's going to be interesting to see where.
In the movie universe or in real life?
No, in real life.
Oh.
So that was actual, that wasn't a fictional neighborhood, that was a real neighborhood. So it's going to be interesting where they take place from. Now, what's going to be the neighborhood in the Chicago
Where are they
inner
going to go?
city? Where are they going to start it and
go? They
go?
have to change the narrative of the movie.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about comics, but as you move into comics, you know, I want to learn about what you're reading these days. But as we talk about that, before we get into, I want to let people know. I keep seeing it into monitor. I want to let people know what's on. There's numbers all over. It's like it's the Beautiful Mind or something. These are vault numbers from the game Fallout. This is Vault 101 from Fallout 3.
I got a guy attacking me right now.
Vault 76 from Fallout 76. This is Vault 111 from Fallout 4. So that's what these are. If you're wondering what all these numbers were wearing, you came dressed to them.
I just killed the guy. There we go. Okay. I just won. So Lobo.
So what are you reading? What are you reading?
So man, well, I'm not reading, but what's a hot volume of comic book out right now is my man Lobo. He is the intergalactic gangster, as I call him, the main man. He returns for another volume of violence and debauchery by the fan favorite of Keith Giffen and Alan Grant. they bring this story of a knowledge. So this is volume 2. So they had volume 1 now, volume 2. So they got Lobo basically, I say, traveling through the galaxy, teaming up with some crazy adventures. He's teaming up here with the Interstellar Revenue Service and works there for a couple hours.
Interstellar Revenue Service.
So I wanna make sure, I wonder what that looks like. You know, going to work for the Interstellar Revenue Service. At least they didn't go out of business. They didn't stop work. Like
the International Revenue.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so he works there for a couple hours.
We're at the start of a new year.
Yeah.
IRS is talking to us before April.
It's
so
crazy to see that. But Lobo, I like him, and a guy that I believe. Oh, I think so. I was getting attacked.
Yeah, you're.
I'm good.
There you go. There you go. And he's level 14.
Boom.
14.
Boom. I'm killing him.
Quick talking about this really
too.
quick is and you know, that's what we're doing. We're going
back and forth.
Things talking about the game a little bit. One of the frustrations people had with this game was people would land in server rooms in worlds with high-level players, and what would happen is all the enemies would be super high level and be basically impossible to beat them. So the guy that you're going against right now is level 14, you're level 31.
Already beat him.
You should be fine.
Yeah.
I would end up in rooms with enemies that are like level 80, level 90. Like that's not going to happen. So I don't know. So that's the really big thing as far as this game goes, is trying to do that, you know. And some of those glitches that people are talking about are getting fixed. But you know.
So I know.
I know you read.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Definitely.
I know you're a comic book guy, but
what's hot on Netflix? I watched it, man. You talked about it before. You mentioned it to me, and I was like, let me watch this thing. So the Fire. What's it?
Fire Festival.
The Fire Festival, the party that never happened. It's a documentary that follows the entrepreneur Billy McFarland and the rapper Ja Rule on their quest to have the best. I say the Coachella outside of Coachella.
World's biggest music festival. This is
the Caribbean.
Pablo Escobar's island.
Yeah, and nothing happens.
Nothing.
It's just a lot of hype.
Took everybody's money and never had a festival. So I can't go out and see movies like you see, right? We got that 3-month-old at home. So what I mean is that so we stay home and my wife and I watch Netflix, and even she doesn't really get into documentaries, but even she was just amazed by this documentary, because you have this guy, basically he was a mogul in the app industry. Basically he had an app that you could book your own famous musicians to come to your, I don't even know.
Because everything's social these days. Everything's social.
Everything. So he did that, and they partnered with Ja Rule, and they said they had this island. They brought a ton of the world's top models out. Bella Hadid, Kylie Jenner came out. All these people came out here, and they basically sold this. They paid Kylie Jenner $250,000
for one post.
For one Instagram post. Just a post. Go to this festival with an orange picture of nothing.
And then the metaphor fire started. The metaphor started.
Yeah, it was wild. So what happened was there's all these lawsuits, of course, that happened. Basically, people lost tens of thousands of dollars getting ready to go to the biggest festival in the history of the world. And it never happened. They weren't prepared for it. And I don't want to give it all away.
Budgeting, there was logistics of where everybody's going to sleep that didn't work out. There was a lot of little things that didn't come together for these teams.
And what CBS News is reporting in this article that we have up right now, CBS News is reporting that the models can actually be subpoenaed as well. There's a new report out, according to CBS News, that a judge ruled that the models can also be subpoenaed over the Fire Festival.
Because they were part of hyping it up.
They were
part of the promotion.
So they potentially, depending how this, because this was only last year. The Fire Festival was 2018.
Yeah, so this documentary got put together quick. I mean, you'll see things
But not only on Netflix.
On Hulu. You can catch it on Hulu as well.
Hulu came out with the same documentary 4 days earlier in their own take of it. So the Netflix version talks about the festival, everything went down. The Hulu version talks more about who Billy McFarland is, the guy who basically masterminded this whole thing that didn't go right. So check that out if you have a few minutes. It's a great thing.
So right up your neck of the woods. Music, what's hot, man? You had me jamming last week, man. I was over here grooving.
I don't know if you're gonna jam to this, and maybe you will. You're gonna. I never wanna hear. Who am I talking about?
Oh, man, you talking about Backstreet Boys?
We're talking Backstreet Boys. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but I had to.
Age now. They still at this thing?
I had to talk about it.
They ordered me.
So the Backstreet Boys right now, why are we talking about the Backstreet Boys in 2019? Because these guys just released a brand new album this week.
Hey, if you could still do it.
We can't not talk about that.
If you could still do it at that age, trust me, if I could get on if a Packer uniform, if they asked me to come over to Lambeau 1265, it's gonna happen. So I'm not mad at them. They gotta make it happen.
That's a great way. I didn't even think of that.
They gotta make it happen.
They're putting on number 30 right now, and they're saying, hey, I need you to score a touchdown in Lambeau Leap. And they're leaping, man.
And they're gonna score.
The album's good. I listened to it. There's a couple of the songs actually that I like the most aren't even like the singles. I gotta find it. I know my producer's gonna kill me for wasting time. I'm sorry, Justin, but I gotta find this song. It's called "Is It Just Me." Is It Just Me? I love that song. You guys got to check it out. I think it's not just a BSB song. It's just a great pop song. It's a great song in general. It's a good album. People may say, I mean, maybe people aren't laughing. Maybe they'll say, Josh, yeah, why are you thinking people are going to laugh at this album? You know, we like the Backstreet Boys now. Maybe they're cool now. You know, they were always cool to me. But yeah, it's big right now. Check out that album. It's really cool. So as we finish talking about music a little bit, let's talk a little bit about what's hot on the music charts. Let's throw that up if you wouldn't mind, Justin and Mitch. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much. So number one right now is Ariana Grande's number one with 7 Rings. That's a sample. That's a sample of Julie Andrews saying, what's the song? What's the song? What's the song? Somebody say it in my ear.
Somebody say it.
I was just talking about it.
I gotta spend more money. I gotta spend more caps on your game, just by the way. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna get it. They're saying they're not sure, but I know it. I'm gonna get to my notes here. Hold on. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but I know this. I can't find it. Oh, it's gonna kill me. It's Julie Andrews. It's The Hills Are Alive, but not that one. The Finest Things. A few of my favorite things. We did it. A few of my favorite things. These are a few of my. It's that song.
Okay.
She samples that song and makes it her own lyrics, and it's solid. It's a good song. I don't watch the video's not for kids, but it's a good song. Number 2, we talked about last week. Halsey, she's number 2. Sunflower at number 3, and Ariana Grande is back at number 4. She's just taking all of the money. She's taking all of it.
Right, I saw something. The only thing she's doing wrong is getting tattoos on her. She didn't know the meaning of the tattoo. And you got to do your research though, because I got a tattoo on my neck that is Chinese and it means humble.
Oh, that's good.
And so I did my research. Though.
Okay.
I was like, let me do my homework and ask around before I get this thing permanently put on my body.
I'll get you a
So she has. That's the only thing she's doing right now. She's making money. She's making great music. Just do your homework, baby girl.
Do your homework.
Do the homework on that tat. It's on a good thing. It's on a wrist, so it's not like boom.
Not obvious.
Like so.
She's taking all of the money. Let's talk a little bit about what's making the news, what people are talking about. We're going to finish up the show, you know, talking about what you're talking about. Something I saw today. This is actually pretty interesting. C-3PO. C-3PO. I mean, who doesn't love C-3PO?
Star Wars.
You know, the
assisting robot.
Person we
always
all love
complaining.
watching Star Force.
So what's up with CP3O?
The guy that Anthony Daniels, the guy who plays C-3PO, posted a tweet this morning, or today, I believe today, that he was crying at the end of the show, end of the shot. He goes, today was C-3PO's last time on episode 9. Now, people are reading this in 2 different ways. One saying, okay.
Yeah, of course.
He's done with the episode. I mean, the shooting's done. They're done filming for the episode 9, fine. Other people are reading it in a way that C-3PO is...
Dunzo.
C-3 Dunzo.
He's Dunzo.
Dunzio.
I mean,
we'll find out.
And this happens, you know, with comic books, with movies like this that has a following, there's the theories that start up from, I say, scenes that are leaked or information that's leaked from big movies getting shot. So this is the normal thing of this happening, but it could go both ways. It could be one of them's true.
Yeah.
And we'll just find out, you know, you have to be patient, fans of the Star Wars saga, to find out what is really going on, because as you know, with these actors, they've been investing time and years. I mean, they made a great living off of it, but it's the time and the years of these movies.
Finish a movie in a couple months.
And
it
just
takes
let
a
it
couple
go.
years to film it. So each one can be an emotional experience.
You get connected to the cast members. They become more than just the actor next to you, become a friend. So yes, it could be any of the, I say, matters or factors that with CP3O leaving or crying.
Say that 5 times fast.
Figuratively there. So.
There's a new game that was released this week that a lot of people are talking about.
Yes.
What is it?
Kingdom Hearts 3. I love this game.
But we just saw Elsa. I'm so confused. We just saw Elsa.
Well, TK, this is where I'm gonna educate you. This is where the video game geekness comes out on me.
Let me know.
So, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and now 3, it's a game based on Disney and Pixar characters and their universes. So you get to go into the snow country of where Ursula is from.
Ursula is Little Mermaid.
Or that's the queen. Elsa, I'm sorry.
My 4-year-old niece would be so mad at you right now.
But you will have Ursula, the villain.
She'll be in there.
She's in this. She's been in other ones, if she's not in this one. But then you have characters from Toy Story. You have characters, there's Wreck-It Ralph.
What?
You have, and then so the kid, you're heir to the throne. His name is Sora. And you see all the fight scenes there. They're fighting against the villainy called the Heartless.
Okay.
And so the Heartless characters are villains in this movie, or in this game. trying to take over the kingdom, as any villain's trying to do, take over the world, galaxy, whatever. And but with Sora, with the help of Donald Duck and Goofy, as you see there, as your compadres running around, and you get help from the Disney characters like Rapunzel, like Wreck-It Ralph, like Hercules, like Buddy from Toy Story, and Buzz Lightyear as well.
That's cool.
So, and then if you don't want to do the campaign, because it is a grind, just like any other game, even though it's a kid's game, it is a grind. But if you don't want to do the campaign, there's 20 mini games, just like, you know, when you've seen Pixar movies, correct? They do a short film before the movie.
Sure.
So those mini games are a reenactment of the short films.
And I want to quick say,
if not, you don't want to do a campaign.
I don't mean to cut you off, but our director, Mitch, and he can hear me right now. Mitch, he said he's going to do a review for us in a couple of weeks. He's going to buy the game, he's going to do a review for it, and he's going to do a review of this game, he's going to record it, we're going to play it on the air.
I need to buy this game. I mentioned on my Twitch stream that I would buy this game and start getting into
Kingdom Hearts are fun.
I haven't done it. I need to do it. This is part 3. Got to do it.
All right. Let's. One of the last things people are talking about. There's a big rumor coming out of. There's a big rumor coming out of the Appleverse.
Appleverse.
Yeah, the Apple
into
universe.
the App Store.
Into the.
They've been. You got it.
You can interchange.
Yeah.
You can lead off.
I'm gaming. Oh, word. So yeah. So in the Apple world, they've been very, I say, successful with the App Store.
Yeah.
I mean, you download apps. Some are free, some are paid, but to try to, I say, double down, as they say in the gambling world, double down on the App Store. Apple is collaborating with companies that are in gaming, Microsoft, Sony, to see if they can get more revenue and then become more of a gaming platform to where you can download some of the popular games. As we know, PUBG is already on there. We know Fortnite is on cell phones and tablets as well, but there are other games. Then you can go into maybe Fallout being on cell phones and tablets.
There
Madden,
actually is a Fallout
Halo,
game.
correct? Yes, that I know. So right now, developers that have, I say, an app in the game, they pay 30% of revenue, but now that's going to be cut in half down to 15% because is it Tim Cook?
Tim Cook.
From Apple, the CEO of Apple is right now, he wants to double the revenue of the App Store by teaming up with these video game companies.
Well, they need to, because other things are dropping.
Right, between now and 2020. So I say that's some good. So if you're into stocks and trading, all that stock stuff, you might want to look into that. You know.
I want to talk a little bit about as the game as we go, because we keep going back and forth with the game. I mean, it's a gaming show. We want to talk a little bit about that too. So as you're going in, you can see some guys up there. You can run up there. Yeah. But with this game in particular, there's so many ways to help you with the game, to help guide you. For me, you know, I bought. Let me just pick it up here real quick if I can sneak over here. Sorry guys, hopping off screen. But I bought the pre-order gaming guide. So basically, this book will walk us through everything, everything in the game, all the maps, all the levels, and this is actually, I don't know, a really cool thing for these types of games because it's so massive. So if you're looking to really try to get into it, really understand, because it is so big, some of the key things, you know, where are the best weapons, where are the places to craft, where are the places to put your camp. A lot of that is right here. So I want to go and show you guys that right here. It's I don't know, something that you should definitely pick up if you're really into this game. This is one of those games that you can spend hours on. There's a lot of games out there that people want to play for a few minutes in and out. I love Fallout because I can zen out to it. Right. I like games where I can just play on my own time, relax, and there's no big competition.
Like
I can play by myself.
I'm
just doing your own thing.
knocking dudes down with this act. Well, I got to act.
Just doing your thing. So that's one of the big things you can do. And really quick, we want to mention as we go, one of the big controversies with this game was what I hold in my hand right now. This bag, a lot of people pre-ordered, including myself. That's what that whole helmet was. Yeah. This bag is a vinyl bag.
Man, that ain't it, man.
That was supposed to be canvas, and there's a lot of people
I'm gonna mess up the name
about
they messed that up.
They're so mad about it. Bethesda did it, so a lot of people went crazy. They got destroyed on social media, a lot of the blogs and everything, and they're actually trying to make it right.
True.
Everybody who pre-ordered it are getting their canvas bag that they originally ordered. So we'll be getting a canvas bag, so we're pretty excited about that.
That's great.
They fixed it. You know, they saw a problem with that. They're giving us the canvas bag. You know, they saw a problem with the game. They're issuing patches. They do weekly updates to people who are into it. You can go to their website and see those weekly updates on what's going on with it. So they're doing their best to make it right. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So, all right, I'll say real quick before we wrap this up. Oh, thank you. I would say thank you to everyone.
There's so many people involved in the show. We have to talk about that.
and the viewers, in the chat room.
People were commenting.
I said we'll see it.
involved.
We'll see them in a little bit. We'll be able to answer some questions. But thank you coming into episode 2 of Gaming and Culture. If you got any questions, throw it there, right there on the website.
Head on
Check
over.
us out.
Let us know. You can go to YouTube. You can go to our website. You can email us directly. So there's an email at the bottom there. I just want to thank our crew, especially 2 people in particular, Mitch and Justin, our director and producer. These guys are right in the thick of it with us every day, trying to figure out what to put together with the show.
I'm cooking
our
something
4
right
crew, people, audio. I'm not even sure who's all here right now because there's so many people involved in it. Emma's here. I mean, there's just thank you to everybody. Our engineering. It's just Don, Dan, Stan, Corey, Julie in production.
They all do a great job.
Amazing. We can do this because of them.
Sounding good. Thank you.
We're grateful for them. Next week, what are we doing next week?
Oh man, we are again gaming.
We're gaming.
We're gonna do.
There's a rumor about that.
Sleep Tight.
Is that what we're doing next week?
Yeah,
Not Tecmo?
a fun kids game that I did an action launch. Oh,
Not Tecmo?
Are we doing Tecmo?
Tecmo. I think we're doing Tecmo.
All right, we're doing.
We'll do
our
Sleep
game.
Tight the next week.
Oh, we do Sleep Tight next week. So Tecmo Bowl, the game I grew up playing before Madden, is all good.
Tecmo will be fun because what we're going to bring in, the only caveat to this, and we will explain this, is the setup. Yeah, we're changing out gaming with a new, but we're going to do gaming with a pro. The guy who, his name is Nate, he sets up these Tecmo Bowl tournaments. He said he'd be willing to come on the show next week. We're waiting to do final confirmation because we need to make sure we can set it up. He has the original Nintendo game, so we need to make sure, the console.
Well, there's the other ones, though. We could bring in the new one if it's an option.
Yeah, Mitch has it.
Okay.
Mitch has it. So we're going to do that. It's a little bit of a different game.
I got one, too.
We're going to work that out. So we're hoping to do Tecmo Bowl next week. We're going to show a deeper package on that tournament. We're going to show a little bit more about that. We'll prepare you for, what's in the days to come. And really, as we develop this show and things come in, it's a digital show. It's a live show. So we want your feedback. Let us know. Email us, comments, and we'd love to keep doing what we can to keep making it better.
Yep. And I say one last thing. I want to give out, a shout out to Jesse Summerlet, the actor, if I said his name correct, the actor from Empire who was attacked yesterday in Chicago. And just want to say prayers out to him and his family because he was attacked by 2 men that verbally and racially, said things to him. And I hope he comes out okay. My prayers out to him and his family through his healing right now, but still to the world out there, you can't. It's hard to have this situation happen because it just unfortunately shows where things are in the world, but things hopefully need to get better. And for him and his family, my thoughts and prayers out to him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. That's a big thing everybody's talking about. We just want to extend our,
our thoughts.
Our thoughts. Yep. All right, thank you everybody. Sign us off, Amon.
Peace out. See you next week.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Gaming and Culture.